just got a little fired up. Uh-huh. Most definitely. All praises due to the Most High. This is probably gonna be somewhat about a little story time right about now. That's what I'm feeling right about now. Feeling a little too edgy. Now I want to tell a story. Somewhat edgy, but anywho, yeah. You know how sometimes when you done grown up, you done grown up, you got older and all that stuff. When you was a child, you had a group of friends that was always there for you, call them sisters or even your brothers and so forth. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I go and I'm like one of them old schools. I go way back when Echo was out. Okay, I pulled this shirt up just for a reason. God led me to this shirt. Come on, let's talk. You know, y'all used to go skating like with my friends. We used to go skating. We used to go to the little skating parties where it wasn't no skating, it was just dancing, having a good time, getting some hot dogs, some chips, some of that candy and all that stuff. Like, we used to go to the mall, go get fresh, go by the J's, the Jordans. Like, I'm still a big fan on Jordans. I was born in the 80s, baby. Um, we'll go get Nautica and all type of stuff like that. Like you know, get our allowance, go to the store, go have a little fun, all that stuff. Like, but then, like, even like thinking like I had these couple of friends who was like real good friends, like in life. And like we used to be saying, oh, okay, when we grow up, we gonna live together. We gonna live next to each other. You know what I mean? We gonna go to the same college. We gonna be in the same, we gonna, live on campus and all that stuff. And, you know, get own our houses and live next to each other and yada, 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 and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, call ourselves sisters, you know? And then I had some brothers, from a different mother where, hey, okay, Ka 001, Allah. Ski Bitty Dandy, I hope I'm saying your name right. Hey. Kay and Wood, hey. Hi. Na, hi. Hey. Yes, hello. All right. Thanks a lot. Y'all got y'all for chiming on in again. Oh, yes. But anywho, as I was stating, before y'all done came into the room, that I just wanted to, speak about a little story time, about my friends, my past friends and so forth, growing up, being young and when, thinking about our future lives and all that stuff. So, yeah, most definitely. Uh-huh. So, again, as you come into the room, please feel free to go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't by now, so that we can get these videos, out there in the algorithm and all that stuff, so forth. Number one, getting the word out. Um, okay, dude, you are weird. Get out of here. Get out of here, okay? We're not gonna even say your name because you was irrelevant, all right now. Peace, peace. Get out the room. Remove him. So, anywho, as I was saying, yeah, don't come up in here with that smoke. You know what I mean? Don't come up in here with that smoke because I'm going to just let you know. Get up out of here, period. Okay, let me make sure that I remove you, period. Let's hide user. We going to hide you. I just removed you for a minute, but we going to hide you now. All right. You can't come back. Badu. All right. Don't come up in here with that. Don't come on my lives with that stuff. Because again, God is still working on me, period. You know what I mean? Like, God is amazing and all that stuff. Like, but don't come for me. Or it's, I'm going to come back. It is what it is. You know, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier in Christ. Yes, a warrior as well. And I also put in work on these streets. Real life. Real life. I'm about that life. Period. So, it is what it is. All praises. Thank you. But anywho, like I had some friends and all that stuff, back in the days and stuff like that. And we used to, we had ambitions and all that goody good stuff and all that stuff. And it was just like, I was just thinking about a couple of those friends. Like, it used to be at least like 5 of us, though. Like, we used to go skating. We used to be dancing. We had a little group and stuff like that. Like, call ourselves, doing good things, you know. It wasn't, we as little kids and stuff like that and teenagers and stuff having good times. Yeah, I can dance, but I don't be dancing out on my videos like that. I don't know. But anywho, maybe one day I'll show y'all a little bit dancing. Some of that old school then. Okay. Anywho. But dude or girl, your breath stink. How about that? Get off my life. Your breath stink. All right, let me get you up out of here too. It's a hater. It's some haters. And it's probably one of those demonic forces and stuff. Demonic spirits, demonic people. Like, they just weird. Just come up into your little area and just be on some bull crap. Yeah, it's probably one of those fake friends too. Goodbye. Fake friends. Fake friends. So, anywho, like, I'm just thinking about like some of the friends like who we used to call sisters and brothers and all that stuff. And then like now, you don't even be hanging out with them people no more. Stuff like that. Like, and I'm just like, wow. I can remember so many good things that we shared. And then, like, it's just nothing anymore. Like, I know that it was God that probably separated us. I know that it was him. He separated us. I ain't gonna say probably, you know. We were separated because of certain situations that didn't bring any value to my life as I had gotten older and much wiser and stronger. And then, like, I seen that it was like fakeness and stuff. Like, first, we was all loving. And then after that, it was just a lot of envy. And every once in a while, I may think about it, especially like when it's like a birthday or something like that. Or I go to my hometown, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah. Plus, I'm a Bearcat. Anywho, um, and I might think about it here and there, and I just be like, wow, we shared a lot of good times together, and then like all of a sudden it just broke up. Like, I don't know, it just, hey, JR, Junior Garza. I really don't have a whole lot of words right now. I'm just online for a minute. Oh, he free? Oh, I really don't care if he is. Cause the stuff that he did, that was full of it. Oh, not yet. Yeah. I ain't really even been checking about Diddy. I heard that he probably was about to, get out. But it is what it is, you know. Anywho, let's get back to the same topic. The topic. I was just thinking about my friends for a minute. Oh, he used to take care of you, Junior Garza, in the 90s? Oh, okay. What did he do to you? He just took care of you? Did he do anything like what they saying that he did to other folks? Yep. Anywho, so, oh, he did nothing. Oh, okay. Well, he probably was good to some people, but he was bad to some of the other folks. I mean, don't nobody really know what really happened, but that person, those people, and God, you know. So you can't really judge a person, even though, our natural world do seldomly judge here and there. But we don't supposed to. But again, we ain't perfect. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Elsa Olsen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's evening time where I'm at. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you had loved what I had to share. Um, okay, Junior Garza. Pac always looked after you? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what's up. I love me some Pac, some Tupac. He one of the best poets ever. Period. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, we used to be listening to Pac and all that stuff back in the days and all that. You know what I mean? My friends and all that stuff. Like, I got friends from the hood. I got friends from the suburb. I got friends from the rich upper class neighborhoods as well. Like, I have friends all around. I was always diverse. Like, so that's why it was always good for me, to make so many friends here and there, or associates and so forth, like get along with so many different people from different walks of life. And that's why I'm still that person as well. And it was just, I believe that it probably was something like that as well, as far as me having friends from different neighborhoods, different walks of life as a child, and growing up as a teenager, and then becoming an adult. And when I get my friends together from all these different neighborhoods, they are always like trying to compete to win me over or something like that. Like, And when I try to include them, so that they can get to know each other as well, they get upset at me because I'm bringing another person to be their friend as well. Like, that's my friend. That might be my friend on from this neighborhood, and then I got my other friend with a neighborhood, and then it just was clashing. Like, it just wasn't right. And like, I didn't had to, like, say certain things to them, and I let them know, like, we are friends. I'm y'all friend, and I want y'all to get to know each other, yada yada yada. But they don't even get along, but I get along, and I want to try to bring them together, yada yada yada. But then one friend get mad at me because of this friend is there and all that stuff. And then it was just one day that God just said, you don't even need to be around neither one of them. Neither one of them. Because they was just like starting to like bring too much daggone animosity and all that stuff in my life. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't be this person friend. This friend telling me that I shouldn't be this friend, I shouldn't be that. Like, it was just weird. Like, and then God, he just had to separate me all from any neighborhood. Like, the friends that I had, like, close friends. And, it was just one day where I was like, wow, God, do your will, your way, whatever it is. I would like, for my friends to get along, and we get along, they don't get mad at me, and yada, yada, yada. And it was just like, trying to be a people pleaser. And then he told me, he was like, I'm a separate, I'm a isolate you. I'm a isolate you. Because validation, you don't have to be validated from this one or that one, this one or that one, or they. Validation comes from me. And I had to realize that, like, and that's what I be telling my children, like my younger adult children, like my son, he's like 18 going on 19 years old. And, I was having to tell him, like, validation doesn't come from your friends. Like, he didn't say that it was an image that he had to uphold. Like, what do you need to hold an image for? Like, you know, my friend from down here, this is that, don't like this friend. And I'm telling him about my story and all that stuff. I said, you know what, son? I went through that before as well. But the thing is that, you know, you got to understand that validation doesn't come from your friends. It comes from the Lord. If they like you for who you are, that's cool. If they don't, that's cool too. And if your friends are constantly bickering at each other, you might have a friend from one neighborhood and then a friend from another, and you want to bring them together because you're both of their friends. Y'all hanging out, maybe going skating or to the mall or out to eat or something like that. And then one of them doesn't get along. Maybe you don't really even need to be around any of them. Like, I tell my daughter that as well. But it was just like, I'm like, thanks a lot, God. These friends didn't really mean nothing. And I was just like, at first it did hurt. It hurted. And, you know, I was like, dang. These are my like best friends to me, like, and we done had kids, our kids play together, all of that stuff. Like, we grew up that way. And it was just like, it's no longer, y'all are no longer friends for real. Like, I don't know how to really even say it for real like that. I'm saying it the way that it's coming out. I just wanted to come on live for a minute. Whatever had popped up, popped up. What I was thinking previously, it really doesn't even matter right now. Because I look at it like this. God is bringing the new friends in my life. The ones who are God-fearing, the ones who are spiritual, the ones who just love one another. And I'm so happy with that. Like, I'm like a popular loner. I don't really hang out with nobody. For real. But like my man, my mama sometimes, and sometimes like my kids, I might see a friend, but it's not really like a real close friend, stuff like that. Like, I'll go see my family here and there. But like, I don't know. I guess it might be that I could be missing those friends a little bit. The ones who I shared a whole lot of secrets with. We share secrets, and we had great times together. But like, again, I'm a Libra. And sometimes being a Libra, I guess it's just like we tend to love so hard, like, and then like when we love so hard, right? We have our biggest love, like sharing for everybody. Thing is that you can't be loving on everybody like that. However, like when stuff don't go right, we seem like we sit back and we be like, dang, well, I probably should have did this. I should have did that here and there. Like, what was it like that caused our friendship to end? Again, like I said previously, it was God. So I can't question that. God first. And really, like, the zodiac sign doesn't mean nothing when it comes to God. However, some of those characteristics and stuff, they really do mean, they really are like true. Like, as far as like your sign. Like, a couple of my best friends, they was Sagittarius and Cancer. Also Virgo. I had a Virgo as well, but she moved away. Anywho, they wasn't my first best friend because Jesus Christ is my first best friend. But like, no. I don't even know if I'm even keep this live up for real. I'm all over the place. I'm in my feelings right now. A little bit. Now I'm gonna keep it up because I want y'all to know who I am in so many ways. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, okay, let's think about it. Like, okay, I was the one that went to college and graduated from college, right? My other two, like, besties, they didn't go to college. Both of them had children at a young age. Okay. One is from one neighborhood and the other one's from another neighborhood. Okay. I was like the godmother of one of my friend's babies at an early age. Okay. So, you know what I mean? I was the one, which I had kids too, like when I was like 20, going on 21, yada, yada, yada. But they had them earlier than me. And like I used to come around, I'd be like, oh yeah, y'all need to, y'all gonna better yourself by going to college, do something better for your kids and for yourself, you know what I mean? Do this, do that. Like, I was always the motivator. And, they'd be like, yeah, maybe not, and, like, they'd be like, well, I'm gonna go to work. And I'd be like, okay, you might need to, if you're trying to get a better career, you might need to go to college or something like that. You know what I mean? So that you can get a career like in nursing and so forth, like, and like, so I be telling them about how my classes were and yada, yada, yada. Like, I was doing great. I was on the dean's list and all that stuff. Like, and like this one friend, she like the one, I'm not going to say any names, but one of my friends was like, oh, congratulations, but dang, how you get to do all this and do that? Like, I'm like, well, that's because I put my mind to it. You can do it too. Like, you know what I mean? And then she was like, I don't know if I can do all of that and yada yada. I said, okay, I'll help you. I help get you involved. We can go get you signed up for college and, you know, um, even if you need like financial aid, if you don't have any scholarships and, to help you. And, like, she was like, okay, do that. And, but like when it was time to do it, she always like ghosted me and stuff like that. And I'd be like, dang, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, why you ain't trying to get signed up and all that stuff? I'm going to need your information. Like, and plus you going to need your signature and all that stuff. Like, I can help get you involved, but I'm not going to be able to, sign off on you or any of that stuff. And I can't make you go to school. Like, you know what I mean? And she, and she'd be like, well, I'm having some issues, because she had her little baby or whatever and stuff. And I'd be motivating her like, girl, you can do this no matter if you do got a baby, like it doesn't matter. Like, you still can do this. Like, and then like come short, like I find out that she was being abused or whatever and stuff like that as well. Um, And she had this dude that was just like disrespecting her and preventing her from doing what she needed to do and all that stuff. And then like I interfered, in telling her like, oh shoot, you shouldn't be with that ninja, and she got mad at me as well. But she wanted my advice. She got mad at me. And then like we kind of like lost contact or whatever. And then it was like we came back because we had seen each other in a store. And I had talked to her and yada yada yada. I was telling her that I was about to be graduating from college. My first time when I went to college. I was about to be graduating from college and stuff, and she had wished me well and all that stuff. I had 2 kids by that time as well, like, and she had about like three kids. And so I was like, okay, you could come to my graduation, and it'd be all right. Like I'm gonna send you an invitation, yada yada yada. Like I sent her an invitation from the next one that I was about to graduate from. Like, so, because I didn't went to school for so many years. As I had told y'all before, I was going to school to become a lawyer. I still need to pass my bar exam, which I'm a do it soon. I'm gonna do it soon. However, like my allergies acting up, they horrible. I can't deal with this a lot of times. But like, so she was like, okay, yada yada yada. And she didn't even show up. She got the invitation, yada yada yada. She ain't show up. So I'm like, dang, that's kind of messy. Like, then like I ain't even try to even call her or nothing like that. Like, I just didn't see her, you know. Unless if she was there, I just didn't see her. But then I found out that she wasn't there. Like, a little bit later and so forth. And I'm like, wow, these people be out the chain. Like, so I'm like, shoot, they ain't supporting me. Why in the heck should I be trying to even encourage them, support them, and all this and that? Like, it goes both ways. Like, and so I went on with my little lifestyle here and there, doing good in the field. God been blessing like left and right. And so then it was like, we found each other again for some reason. Like, for some reason. And we started hanging out, right? Like, it was like some years later we started hanging out. Like, and we out there chilling and all that stuff. That's when I used to like smoke marijuana. Like, yeah. So we gonna keep it a little clean over here. So, and we was hanging out and we'd be smoking our little marijuana, our blunts and stuff, and we'd be chilling. We'd go out to the club and yada yada yada, like, which I haven't smoked in like what, over 12 years? It'll be on August the 31st of this year. God bless. Thank you, Lord. And it was like this one day we out And, I go pick her up because she didn't have a car or whatever. And actually, she didn't even have her license either. So I went to go pick her up. We go out, and yada, yada, yada. Why am I keep saying yada, yada, yada? It's that young soul in me. Anywho. Um, and so we had us a good time or whatever and stuff. But then, like, we in my car, and she sits over there and say that, Queen, I'm jealous of you. I was like, really? And so I'm like, for what? And then she's like, because you be getting, all your stuff together. You got all these things. You doing good. You doing that. And I'm like, girl, you can do the same thing. I'm like, what's the need to even be jealous, of somebody? Like, girl, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? You can do the same thing. Again, I'm back in my motivating um, dilemma. By encouraging her that she could do the same thing, if not better. Like, don't be jealous of me. Like, don't be jealous of nobody. That's like a envy spirit, like envious. Like, and woo, it was just like, I thought and said that. She like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm jealous of you. She just start acting up even more. And I'm like, girl, I'm about to drop you off, girl, because I ain't got time for this. Because I ain't about to even be trying to put my hands on you or whatever. Because, I had a little attitude thing when folks want to come at me crazy. You know, I'm like, don't come for me like with that. And, coming at me all sideways and stuff like that. Like, and my hands are registered. So, I can't be out there doing all that. So I'm like, girl, you off the chain. Like, that's my favorite thing. Girl, you off the chain. Don't be coming for me like that. Girl, let me just drop you off before it get a little too crazy over here. And then you probably going to be calling Papa. Because I'm about to drop you. And so, I didn't let her up out of there. I had to drop her. But off, I'm like, I can't deal with this type of stuff. And somebody's supposed to be your friend or whatever, and then they sit up there and talk about some that they jealous of you. And then you think about some of the things that they done in the past and stuff, and you like, really? Like, yeah, that is the truth. Like, girl, we don't even be friends no more. So then, I just look back like, I see why God has separated us. Like, it was time. Because he done heard things that I didn't hear. He heard things in rooms that I didn't even hear. Just like you might be dealing with some stuff like that. Even in your past, you might not even be dealing with it right now. Like, and excuse me, I was just like, there is no need. There is no need. So what am I saying right about now? My sisters and brothers in Christ, or my friends on this YouTube channel, even if I post on Facebook, all of y'all. If a person is playing in your face, let them go. Cut them off. Cut them off. You got to cut them off. No matter what. No matter how long y'all had friendship. Like, no matter how long it goes back to. Like, and this was going back to small kids. Like, small kids. Even into adulthood. No matter how far it goes back to. Even if it went back to just one day. If they playing in your face, Let that stuff go. Let it go. Otherwise, God is gonna step right on in. Especially if you a chosen one from the Lord. He gonna step right on in and he gonna shut it down. Shut it down all the way. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. He don't play about his chosen ones. He really doesn't. And I go out, I even see, that friend's daughter here and there, she grown. I seen her and, she still love me. She ain't never been envy of me. I welcome her with loving arms whenever I do run into her. Whenever I'm visiting, I welcome her. But, like, you know, God, he removes certain people up out of your life because they meant no value in your life. And also, certain people are in your life for a season. Just like I may be delivering my message right now. I'm in your life for just a season. It might not be forever, but I'm here for a season. Hello, Angel. And my cousin's name is Angel. My older cousin's name is Angel, and my children's cousin name is Angel on their dad's side. God bless. Yes. Or is it Angel? Angel. And plus I had like a auntie-in-law named Angel. So, yeah. Anywho, God bless. But yeah. Oh, they females. They females. Angel. They females. Yep. Hey, CJ. Oh, okay. So, hey, Queen, you are beautiful. I just wanted to stop by and say that you are blessed and beautiful, and thank you for spreading awareness. And just thank you because I needed to hear it all. Oh, God bless. Thank you so much, CJ. You are wonderful. You are blessed as well. And I'm not sure if you are a woman or a male, but you're beautiful, you're handsome, whichever one. You are just amazing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for chiming on in. And I'm glad that you needed to hear it. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, so you a man, Angel. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. That's what's up. Yep. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome, CJ. Amazing. Amazing grace. God is love. So, I'm just saying, like, what's the topic of the conversation? Well, it's just story time. It's story time. It's about basically that friends who may come into your life, at a time they may not be in your life because of the envy and jealousy, and you got to keep your eyes open, period. And no matter what happens, sometimes God will remove them up out of your life because he heard things in rooms where you were not even in. And so he had to separate you. So it doesn't matter how long y'all go back. Just know, keep your eyes open. Yes. Oh wow, so you had a cousin that you thought was your friend but really was a hater? Mm. Bull, I'm sorry to hear that. For real. I done had some cousins as well who I thought was my friend but really was a hater too. Uh-huh. Most definitely. It comes in, folks who are not within your biological blood and the ones who are in your blood. Your bloodline, your biological blood cousin or, sister, brother, something like that. It really does. So they did some foul stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had a cousin that did some foul stuff as well. Like stole my money. Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. And I also had a cousin who wanted my man as well. Uh-huh. So one of them wanted your girl, Angel. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. You gotta keep your eyes open because that stuff do be happening. It really does. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, who else? Let me see. Did I miss anything? I'm not sure. I don't see anything. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. I know. Like, I can even remember, like, even thinking about, like, a cousin. Now you got me going now. I can think about one of my cousins when I had first got with my children's father, which he is an ex right now. Ex, yes. After 11 years, ex. But anywho, like when we was like dating or whatever and stuff, and we was hanging out, like he was treating me and my cousin, even my brother as well, like my little younger brother or whatever, like he'll come and all that stuff. And it was this time when um we were hanging out, we had ordered some food and we were just like watching movies and yada yada yada, like, and we happened to spend the night. And so my cousin, she was sleeping in the basement, right? And she gonna have a nerve. So we upstairs, my brother, my ex, he was my friend then. But my ex and myself, we was upstairs because he had like this house and he had a finished basement and all decked out with music and all that stuff. And like it was like a family room, I guess. And she fell asleep down there because we was drinking on some Moet. Yeah, it was like a celebration. And we had some champagne. And so she fell asleep and so forth. So we went back upstairs or whatever. But then um I came back downstairs. And why the heck she was sleeping and she had like her little panties like showing and all that stuff and with with her shirt all up or whatever and stuff like. And I'm like, really? Like, you need to put some clothes on. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, girl, you thinking that you are chosen? Like, thinking that, he was come back down there to get with her or whatever and stuff though, but he ain't pay her no attention. We just start laughing about it and so forth. But it's a whole nother ball game. It can get real crazy. For real. Yeah, you have to keep your eyes open because most friends are just potential enemies, just like you saying, Angel. Yes, most definitely. It was off the chain. Like, I'm like, wow. So, I still got some more story times. Eventually, I'll speak about them and so forth. Mainly my channel is I be, trying to speak about the word, deliver the message, give out those prophetic messages, speak value over your lives, over our lives. We are here to share. We are a community of love, and God loves us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. Most of the time, yeah. Uh-huh. They do learn everything. They try at least. They think they know everything about you. And then they use it against you when you fall out. You right, Angel. Yep. Mm-hmm. That is so true. And so now I don't even communicate with that cousin or none of that. Like, so you left that cousin as well? Cause God, he stepped right on there. He was like, she ain't for you. And we used to hang out as kids. And then we started hanging out as teenagers and then, early adults. Like, yeah, we don't hang out. Not at all. I wouldn't dare bring that heifer around me. Excuse my French. But no, I wouldn't dare. Mm-hmm. All praises. Yep. I know that's right. You haven't talked to that guy in 10 years. I haven't talked to her in, shoot, it probably been about a good 15 years for me. I know it was just like at a birthday party or whatever one of the families had, and it was like, hey, hey, and that was it pretty much. But other than that, no, we haven't hung out in years over, like, because my daughter she like just turned 21. So it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. But yeah, it was a HOE. Excuse my French. But yeah, it was most definitely just like, I got some more stories to share about things like that. Betrayal, you know. hmm I did forgive as well. As well. Yep. But I wouldn't want to be hanging out. Not at all. Not sharing personals, like, just being friends for real. No. I love you from a distance. That's it. It's not none of that. Not none of that other stuff that it used to be. Not at all. But yeah, it is always good to forgive a person, but you could never forget, you know. It's always good to forgive someone so that they don't have any power over you. Number one is that so that you can be forgiven by God, from the Most High, and then also so that they don't have the power over you, you know. Take your power back. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm probably about to end this live right now. It's been a beautiful evening. Thanks a lot for chiming on in. Angel, Jacqueline. Um, I'm just looking in. CJ, JR Jr., Garza, E, Kaden Wood, Skibid Danny, Cod001, na. Thanks a lot for chiming on in. I definitely appreciate y'all. This channel will not be growing.